All right. Welcome to Sin Bin Stream. NHL doubleheader action on a Monday. We start off Philadelphia Flyers at the Toronto Maple Leafs. Hope you're having a great Monday. Let me check some audio. The Flyers feed just spun, so I got out of it, and I'm on the Maple Leafs feed. And let me check here. And welcome in the chat for Twitch as well. Just checking. Hey, Bond, what's up? Thank you. All right, that one's good. All right, how's the YouTube audio? Must be good, I assume. All right, we're good. I cannot get to the chat on my tablet again, so we'll restart it. All right, there we go. All right, I think everything's set. Hey, Dan, how's it going? Big game for the Leafs, for sure. Yes. Not looking good for either of these teams, truthfully, to make the playoffs. Obviously, the Leafs. You know what? Let's go back to I'm going to go back to the Flyers, see if it was having issues. Thanks, Bon. I appreciate it. Thank you for liking. All right, I think I'll just stick on the Flyers broadcast. I bet you Toronto, although, wait, I'd rather be on the home broadcast, actually. All right, yeah. We'll see how TSN does, and if it's terrible, I'll switch to the Flyers. All righty. Hoping the game is good. Yeah, me too. Yeah, thanks, Bon. What's up, Derek? Hello, Derek. Hello, Bon. Hello, Dan. Hello, Gracie. Hello. Let's see. Sabres must be off because they play tomorrow, right? Apologies for earlier. So we do have a final for you. Apparently, I do not get NHL Network games on ESPN Plus. I don't know what happened Sunday night after the game. They listed both. I take that back. I actually have Blue Jackets Rangers, but only in split screen. I can't get the full screen. It's really weird. So I'm not gonna count. I'm not gonna ever schedule an NHL Network game again. That was ridiculous. But at any rate, they started that game at 1 Central because they wanted to have a primetime game for European fans. I guess, capitalize on the Olympics. So that makes sense. They announced that like 3 months ago in December. 4-2 Wings was the final. Blue Jackets, thanks to Fantilli, are up 1-0. They're also on the power play. 4:43 to go in the first of that game. Yeah, I know. This is ridiculous. Yeah, prime Monday Night Hockey. Oh, you're right. So it's not that's good. It's not TSN. I don't know. I think Sportsnet does a much better job than TSN. We'll give Prime it's delayed. And Prime in the United States is not delayed. Yeah, for Thursday night football in the United States, it's really not delayed, and the WNBA games they have are never delayed either. All right, pardon me. All right, just wanted to plug the headphones in real quick. All right, tried to get the office a little more situated. Still want to get a real light, ring light, but I'm a little bit far from the TV, but got everything the way I want it. Hey Dan, what's up? Yeah, I Prime should be better. I just know that Sportsnet is better than TSN in my own experience. Looks like we're taking another commercial. So hopefully they don't even have the starting goaltenders. Hope you're having a good one. What's up, Luke? Welcome. Good to have you. Hello. Hope you're having a good Monday. All right. So, it's 2-0 Columbus now. Marchenko is 21st on the power play from Provorov and Coyle. Earlier, Fantilli is 16th from Marchenko and Matyachuk. Oh, maybe this isn't a commercial. It's just a sponsored segment. Yeah. The Stars? Oh, at 9? I can't do it wouldn't be over in time. This I had to do if I wanted to do a double header, I had to do a 6:30 and 9:30. Plus they're playing the Canucks. The Canucks are terrible. It's hard for me to do Stars games because they're on the road, but the Canucks are awful. News about tomorrow's game for the Sabres hosting the Golden Knights. $7.50. Oh, are you serious? It's going to be 8 more minutes? Oh my gosh. Thanks, though. Fudge. Yeah, you guys should easily beat the Canucks. All right, well, we've got time to fill. Let me know what you want to talk about. All right, tonight I like to do double headers. So, like I said, I didn't want to do Blue Jackets Rangers anyways, but like last night these games showed in the schedule, Red Wings Predators, and then I got up and I was trying to look for the game today and it just wasn't there. I mean, it was completely removed. And right now I could go watch a split screen of the Jackets and Rangers, but I can't click on it to get the full screen. It's so stupid. So I'm never gonna count on an NHL Network game again. So Friday, I'm still trying to figure out. I'm probably gonna do Wild Golden Knights at 9, and although I would like to do Stars Avalanche Stars at 7, but I think I might do some college basketball during the day before that. 8-game winning streak for the Stars? Really? I didn't know they were on that hot a streak. Oh yeah, 9-1-0 in their last 10. Jeepers. Yeah, the Canucks are struggling. TNT is going to bring out Eichel for the ceremony. So, because they're on. Oh, great. So that game's going to be delayed tomorrow, too, as we got to honor all the Olympians. Yeah, tomorrow, Golden Knights, Sabres, and I went with Canadian Sharks. I don't plan to have TNT. Actually, scratch that. I don't plan to have HBO Max until the playoff time. I don't think I'm even going to bother for college basketball. I think I'll just stick to CBS, or maybe I'll do women's college basketball because most of that, if not all of it's going to be on ESPN. Well, that's good news that they're going to honor Eichel, former Sabre. Yeah, I forgot. I didn't realize these games started. Oh, hey, we got the starting goalies, so we got something to talk about. And Toronto. This is game 3, the final of a 3-game series. Toronto leads 2-0. All right, I guess we are about to go finally. So 6:45. All right, it is Vladar versus Stolars. And Flyers in white going left to right. Maple Leafs in blue going right to left. Underway. And Flyers dump it in to the near corner. Sent around to the far boards. And I forgot to put my headphones over the... There we go. Should be less noise then. All right, pass to the near boards by Carlo. And now he gets it back and dumps it in from the red line. Into the near boards. Matthews couldn't handle it. It's taken by the Flyers. Up the middle to the far circle. Sent towards the near corner. To the far circle for the Flyers. Trying to catch a number there. Very hard to read. Orange on white. All right, taken away. Matthews in his own defensive zone flips it over. Carlos sends it up over the red line, and Flyers pick it up behind their own net. That was York. York sends it up. It's into the near boards. Chasing it down is Brink behind the net. Maple Leafs take it out. I believe that was, Tavares, blanked on his name. Shot, and then a save and a frozen puck by Vladar at 18:34. Yeah, again, Friday, I don't know. We'll see. I was kind of going to do men's college basketball that night. I'm not sure what I'm going to do at 9. I suppose I could do Avs Stars at 7. We'll see. All right, sent up the far boards by the Flyers after the draw, and York sends it to, it's got to be Drysdale. Now back to York, sent ahead and dumped in behind the Toronto net. And a whistle, I guess that was icing on the Flyers. They gave Toronto a shot. All right, 18:17 to go in the opening period. 1-0 shots Toronto. No score yet. And we get a false start in the face-off circle. Face-off taken, and shot from the slot is blocked. It must have gone into the netting at 18:14. I believe Maselli on the shot. Oh, my headphones are driving me crazy tonight. I don't know what's going on. All right, hopefully... Gosh darn it. Why? Just stop moving. All right, another false start on the draw. Now we're finally underway. And it's sent up and chipped into the near circle, into the near corner. Flyers send it behind the Toronto net. Back to the blue line. Sent into the far corner. And now the Flyers, now the Leafs have it. Leafs work it up the near boards, down the length of the ice, and Leafs get whistled for icing at 17:44. Still 1-0 on the shots. Yeah, I'll think about it. Maybe. I don't know. Yes. Yeah, no worries. Ron! How's it going, Ronald? Thanks for being here. Hello. Hello, Oliver. I don't know what you mean about this, but okay. Face off. 17:40 to go in the first. Shot is blocked, sent to the far boards, kept in at the blue line, and pass gets away. It's in the far corner. Looks like the Flyers finally got a shot registered as on goal. All right, the Leafs got it out, did nothing with it, and that would be Drysdale with the puck. Flyers getting the fresh forward line. Pass ahead, center ice, up the near boards, taken by Brink. Brink sends one. It goes to the far boards, kept in at the blue line. Dumped into the near circle. And scramble in front of the crease. Eventually it's frozen by Stolarz at 16:46. All right. 16:46, still 1-1. Actually, well, now they registered a couple shots for the Flyers, 3-1. Lyon is going to be in net for tomorrow because he was in the starter net for today in practice. Oh, okay, cool. All right, are these replays or is this live? What are we doing? That was a replay. Gosh darn it. Unbelievable. Into the far corner for the Leafs. Now into the near boards. Kept in. And the puck ends up in the netting. 16:24. Do we have a power play? No. Looks like Ristolainen got hit. No, he got tripped. Yeah, Cohen. I was going to say, that's got to be a penalty. All right. Flyers do have a power play coming up. Tripping on Cohen. Oh, gosh. I recognize this announcer from the 90s. He did the voice for the play-by-play for like the hockey games. Shorthanded attempt saved in the near circle, and the puck gets into the near boards, but yep, Toronto sends it around. Vladar stops it, and it's picked up by York. Or no, I'm sorry, Drysdale. Drysdale carries the blue line, drop pass up the near boards, taken by Brink. Blue line keeper by Drysdale. 15:45 to go in the first period. And the Leafs end up with the puck, take it to the blue line, and dump it in. All right, pass in front into the near circle. Power play unit 2 coming out. Sanheim is out there. Pass up to the left wing to the far circle. Shot just outside the crease and a save by Stolarz, and he holds on at 15-16. Pretty good shot there. That was Lorenz that had the shorthanded attempt for the Leafs. All right, in the near circle. Face off. Sent. Let's see. Into the near corner, behind the net. Back to the point. Far circle. And still in the far circle. That was Barkey. Leafs have it, and they dump it in. That was Lawton. Or Lofton. Laughton. All right, behind the net. Flyers have it to the blue line. 12 seconds on the power play. That long shot was saved. The rebound swept out of there and cleared by the Leafs, and that should just about do it for the rest of the power play. Shots are 6-2, but no score as we're back to 5-on-5. Pass off the far boards and picked up by Ekman-Larsson. Sent ahead. Tavares up the middle to the right wing. It's probably Domi. And sent around. No shot on goal. Flyers bring it out. Flyers. Oh, it gets taken away. Domi going the other way to the near circle. A shot. Glove save. Vladar hangs on at 13:50, and this is likely the under 14. Media timeout. No score. Shots are 6-3 now, and after commercial break, they'll have the face-off in the near circle in the Flyers zone. Flyers defensive zone. Oh, is that the announcer? Probably. He's good, though. I recognize the voice. Shoot, I don't know if I've ever seen his face, so this might not be any help. John Forsland. Let me see. Why didn't this show? Come on. Thanks, John Flores. Sorry, for some reason YouTube held your like the stream to support Sin. I don't know why. I think it's my name. John Forsland is an American sports announcer for the Kraken. Does he do national games? Might not be him then. Oh, Forslund or maybe I misspelled it. I'm not sure. Go Leafs. I have a Tavares jersey for Islanders and Leafs, my favorite. Oh, nice. Yeah. He's almost been a Leaf as long as he was an Islander, I think, right? He's closing in on that, I think. Oh, no worries, Bond. Thanks for being here. Yes, thanks, Sin Bin Admin. And John Flores said the same thing. I see it on my tablet, but I could probably see it on my phone, but don't see it in my desktop. It's so, I don't know, the chat is so weird sometimes. When they're showing the 1976 playoffs. This must have been what inspired Slapshot. The Flyers went into the stands. If you've never seen Slapshot, the Hanson brothers come from that. The three guys with the glasses, and they went into the stands. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it. It's almost 50 years old. All right, clear down the length of the ice for icing on Philly at 13:41. No score. Oh, let's check. Yeah, let's get back to tonight. First intermission, Columbus 2, Rangers 0. All right, far circle face off. Or no, near circle. I didn't know what angle we were on. In the Philly end, Ekman-Larsson loses it at the neutral ice. Flyers have it, and they dump it in from Ristolainen. And it's sent around, and Ristolainen keeps it in at the near boards. Blue line, long shot from the far boards. Ristolainen rebound. That is blocked and sent out by McMahon. And a shot was wide of the target by Ekman-Larsson. Now the Flyers have it, and they're in their own end. Probably waiting on a line change. Ristolainen and Sanheim with the puck. Oh, yeah, Sanheim was in the Olympics too. And apparently icing on the Flyers. Where did my... Oh, there we go. Everything got moved around as I was moving the desk today, trying to get this thing angled properly. All right. Oh, they're showing the announcers. Maybe that is John Forsland doing, maybe he does more than just cracking. Shot and a save by Vladar off the stick of Benoit. Yeah, Benoit. So that should be, that's got to be a shot. They didn't count that? It looked like it was on net. Are they just slow to post these? I might be going to the Flyers feed. Yes, I have hats. I don't have hats for every team. Just I have a ton of merch. Yeah, I do have a ton of merch. All right, did they kick somebody out or did they just leave? Tavares is out there but not taking the draw. It was Domi. And the Flyers send it around the boards, take it to the red line, send it into the near corner, but it's tipped up into the netting above the glass behind the net at 12:31. Yes, I do. I have a ton of hats. I have more than half the league. I don't have the entire league. Hats are so expensive now. I like these. It's made by 47 brand. See, they're fitted. I get the XLs. They're very comfortable. I don't like adjustable hats anymore. All right, into the near boards. And okay, now far boards for the Flyers. Pass taken by, I don't know if that was York or Drysdale. Up ahead, trying to dig it out is Brink. It's into the far corner. Domi behind his own net. Pass taken by Benoit. It's stopped. Now they pass off the near boards. Domi sends a backhander. He dumps into the near corner. All right, Tavares pass. Ekman Larson pass or shot deflected into the far boards. I can't believe they didn't count that one as a shot on goal. I don't understand for the Leafs. Ekman Larson wide again, far boards. Centering pass taken away by Brink. And it's out to neutralize. Flyers trying to get a change. Ekman Larson has it. Riley sends it right back to him on the pass. Now brought up by Maselli. And LP loops back as the Leafs get a change. Pass taken away. Flyers other way. Far circle shot. Stolarz saves it. And it must have tipped off the netting above the glass. Whistle at 11:06. Yeah, I can't find CCM much anymore. Hoodies I get, I don't know. I like 47 brand. This one I think is Adidas. It's not that great. I got it off of eBay. Yeah, I might a dad hat. Yeah. Yes, I like the soft crown, not an unstructured crown. So yes, a dad hat is right. Because they look weird when the hats are perched up on my head's so big as it is. I need a small as heck hat, but I need a tall dome because my head's so big. All right, sent up the near boards for the Leafs. Now the Flyers regroup in their own end. I think I will switch to Philly at the break. Sometimes the home team's broadcast is a little bit ahead of the road, so we'll see. 700 career game tonight for Delorier on the Flyers, if I'm saying it right. All right, Leafs, Flyers dig it out into the near boards. And now in the near corner, we have 10 minutes to go in the opening period. No goals. Benoit in front of his own net, looking, passes, taken up by Nylander. I haven't said his name all night. Pass, dump in by Matthews to the far corner. That was Sanheim who sent it up the far boards and now out. Picked up by the Flyers. Sanheim to the near boards, near circle. Taken behind the Toronto net to the far circle. Sent behind the net. And, well, kept in at the blue line. A blast. Nice save by Stolarz. Rebound behind the Flyer net. Somebody fell down. And it's sent by Drysdale to the blue line at the point. Taken away. Tavares up the middle. He'll dump it in. And chase it into the near corner. Now played up the near boards by Drysdale. He takes it in the middle, right in between two Leafs. It's knocked away to Domi in the near boards. He sends it out. And it's picked up by Riley and sent in. Into the near boards. Sent out by the Flyers. They lose it at the red line and regroup in their own end. Toronto getting a line change up the near boards. Drop pass. Centering to the point for the Flyers. To the far circle. A shot. Tipped. Loose in the crease. Somehow not put in the net by the Flyers. And in the near boards, battle for the puck. And kept in. Sent towards the net by Brink. And Benoit sends it up the near boards one more time. Waugh got it out. Tipped ahead by Maselli. But the Flyers send it up. Flyers getting a line change. Toronto has the puck, but we got a whistle at 7:59. And this should be the under 10 media timeout. Might be a Toronto penalty. Stolarz. Okay. I was saying Stolarz. Stolarz. All right. I'm going to switch to the Philly feed. Flyers. Yeah, let's try that. So Waugh did get a penalty. And the Flyers head to another power play. Still at commercial. Interference of Brink. Earlier it was Cohen's tripping of Ristolainen. Guilty as charged. Yeah, I don't like the I prefer unstructured crown. It's just easier on my forehead here. And I have such a big head. I need the XL, and it's got to be tall too. It's not always just the circumference. Sometimes they're too shallow for me. Just depending on who made it. Hey, uncommon. Was Tarkenton 13? I asked, or was he like 11? I am drawing a blank. He was before my time. Let's see. All right, we have 10 likes. Oh, Tarkenton was 10. Could have said Manning. Eli. Just telling Sin Bin Admin, bless you. What's your favorite hat you own? Yeah, the Sharks one fits pretty well too. It's more about fit. That's a good question. This Toronto hat fits pretty well. I really like my California Golden Seals. All right, we got Drysdale, Brink, Michkov, and a couple more forwards I missed on the power play. Yeah, I like Philly's graphic a little better too here. Picture looks a little brighter. Sometimes the Canadian broadcasts are dark. That shot was blocked into the far side. That was 88 miles per hour. Actually, maybe they counted that. 10-3 on shots? When did they update that? Shot in the slot, save, and tipped into the near circle. Philly power play continues. And pass gets tipped, and the Leafs will skate it out. That is Lofton into the near boards. I forgot to look up how to say his name. And they're playing keep away as Benoit has it, and he passes to the far side for Myers, and he cleared it. All right, and a whistle there. I didn't see what that was for at 7 minutes. Let's listen in. Looks like a penalty. Too many men on the ice on the fly. We have seen a rash of too many men on the ice penalties in the time back from the Olympics. It's been insane. So who's serving it for Philly? Yeah, so I really like my California Golden Seals hat. It fits really nice too. Has good shape. My Kings one doesn't look as nice as I would have liked. All right, who's serving it? 39, I think, for the Flyers. So we're heading to 4-on-4 for a little bit. And then we'll have a Toronto power play. 7 minutes to go in the opening period. 101, 59-second power play if no further penalties coming up for the Leafs. All right, the Leafs have the puck in the O-zone. Blue line. Pass. Looks like Domi to the near circle. He got it back, but it was taken away on the break. Race is on. Stolars. How are they saying it? Stolars came way out of the net to poke it to the far boards. Quickly, though, the Flyers, another shot. That was wide off the stick of Zegras. And the Leafs have it behind their own net. Ekman Larson passed to Matthews. 12 seconds in the 4-on-4. Matthews sweeping around. I think the Leafs were getting a line change. Drop pass. And now they have the power play. Tavares in the near boards. Can't keep it in at the blue line. Sent down the length of the ice by the Flyers. Nyes picks it up behind his own net. Nyes with the drop pass to Matthews. Carries it over the red into the O-zone. Puck tipped away into the neutral ice. Picked up once again and brought up by Riley. Or actually passed to Nyes. Now into the far circle towards the net. Riley actually with a chance. No, it was Nyes. Just outside the crease. Must have been stuffed. Nylander in the near circle looking behind the net for the Leafs. Into the far circle. And back to the blue line. Pass, slot shot, is saved. Back into the near boards. Nylander, we're back to 5-on-5. Shot again. Riley. Finally, Vladar is able to freeze it at 4:53. Leafs had a few opportunities there. No goal. And these got to be on goal, though, these shots. And now the under 6 media timeout. Leafs have some great talented players that would flourish in other teams. Nyes is one of them. Yeah. I don't know. Are they going to trade just trade Matthews then? Would they hang on to Nylander? I don't know. I haven't been hearing the trade rumors. Boy, my chat keeps disconnecting on Twitch, I guess. I don't know. All right, let's check in. Back underway. Blue Jackets still up 2-0 on the Rangers at Madison Square Garden. 16:33 to go in the second period. We got Stars Canucks later, Hurricanes Kraken, and we'll bring you Avalanche Kings. Red Wings beat the Predators 4-2 this afternoon. And, I will never schedule an NHL Network game again because I apparently don't get it with ESPN Plus like I thought last night. Oh, 3-0 Jackets as we get back from commercial. Let's see. Monahan, I believe. Yeah, Fantilli, Marchenko, and now Monahan. Total rebuild coming. Core 4 highest paid in the league, but now core 3. Yeah, Marner went to the Knights. Right. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Yeah. All right, we're just about set to return here. They did finally give the Leafs a couple shots for that last possession. All right. And let's see. Face off in. Where is it? Far circle. I couldn't even tell. In the Flyers' end. They send it to the neutral ice, but now the Leafs have it in their own defensive zone. Pass to the near boards, tipped ahead. That was off of Joshua's stick. Mazzelli. Oh, a tip. Yeah, I think Joshua got it. It's 1-0 Leafs. Wow, what a pass to the near circle. Somehow beat Vladar to the near post. 1-0 Toronto, 4:38 to go. And the shots are 11-6. Looks like it's Joshua's goal. Still waiting on NHL.com to confirm. Oh, he beat him. It wasn't near post. It was glove side high to the far post over Vladar. Under the bar. I mean, he kind of got screened. It went right through. Right through Couturier. Heck of a shot. 7th goal as of now unassisted. I kind of find that hard to believe, but 1-0 Leafs. We finally got a goal and a dump in. Behind the Leafs net now in the far corner. Drysdale trying to dig it out. And they do carry it to the red line. A pass to Brink, who dumps it in. Far corner. To the far boards. Just knocked out, and the Flyers have it in their own end. Yeah, I got to do something about the angle of this desk. I'm not comfortable sitting like this. Dumped in. And it's behind the net, and the Flyers get a shot, but it's wide. And now it's up the middle. Flyers going the other way. And now that was the Leafs going the other way. Now the Flyers dumped it in. Now Matthews carries it to the red line and dumps it in himself. Behind the net, Sanheim up the far boards. And passed by the Leafs. It goes up the middle. Flyers counter. They have a 3-on-2 if they hustle. Takedown in the far boards. Flyers in the far corner. And, yeah, delayed. I thought that was going to be a penalty on the Leafs. That was definitely a takedown. 3:13, and Philly heads to the power play again. Holding on 25. That would be Carlo. So now another power play. He got into Zegras. He took him down. So Zegras draws the penalty for the... Zegras draws the penalty, and the Flyers head to the power play. All right, far circle draw. Zegras into the far corner. And Toronto unable to clear it. Oh, a trip. We might have a 5-on-3. Lost his stick. The ref didn't call it. To the point, a shot wide off the boards into the far corner. Flyers keeping it in. Oh, pardon me, the voice is shot. Brink. And now cleared down the length of the ice by Toronto. Picked up. And who's on defense right now for them? Drysdale. And now it went into the bench area, I believe, at 2:37. Joshua from Maselli. Joshua's 7th from Maselli, his 16th assist. Shots are 12-6. They took one away from Toronto. Wait, what? But the TV says 12-8. What is going on? How can there be a 2-shot difference? All right, dump in by the Maple Leafs. That's Drysdale with the puck over the blue line to the red line, a drop pass. Flyers into the O-zone. 1:05 still on their power play. 1 minute remaining on the power play. All right, far corner behind the Leafs net and knocked out of the zone. Picked up by the Flyers. That would be Tippett. Flyers trying to get a line change. And now it's in the far boards, far circle, sent around the boards to the near side. And off the sticking out of off of Zegras sticking out. 30 seconds on the power play. Up the near boards. Towards the slot. Lost the puck. That was Barkey. He's got it now in the far corner. And let's see. Center to the slot, towards the net, in the crease. Not frozen, but a goal. We're tied at 1. Somehow it did not get frozen, and the Flyers cash in late on the power play at 1:22. We're tied at 1-1. Thus ends the power play and the penalty. So Stolarz with the save. Yeah, it went 5-hole. He never had it. I don't know who gets this goal. It was either Sanheim or Dvorak. It's Dvorak. He has 13. Losing Fiala hurts the King chance. Yeah, I mean, the Kings stink anyways, with or without. They fired their coach. I mean, he should have probably never been named the permanent coach, but I don't know. All right, we got 1:15 to go. Shots are 13-7 now, if I can trust that, for Philly, and we're tied at 1. John says we love Austin Matthews. Oh, yeah, Seth, welcome, Philly fan. Let's go. Up the far boards, taken into the near circle. Drop pass that is sent wide to the far corner. And taken in their own end. Flyers at least getting one change. They take it behind the net. Again, that was, I think, Drysdale. Near boards. Drysdale behind his own net. 35 seconds to go in the opening period. All right, puck. Let's see. Dump in now with the backhand into the far corner. Leafs get it to Benoit in the near boards. He sends it ahead. Oh, they tried to pass it to the near boards. It was tipped to the side of the net. Drysdale trying to poke it out of there. It's into the far boards. 5 seconds left. 2, 1. That'll do it. That's the end of the first period. 1-1 the score. 5-on-5 goal for the Leafs for Joshua. Power play goal for Dvorak. If it was assisted, it looks like they took away the assist, as I thought they said there was an assist. But all right, we head to the first intermission. 1-1's your score. Matthews is an amazing elite player. If he moves to a good team, he would be a 60-goal scorer. Yeah. Who leads in goals right now? I don't even know. All right, that's much more comfortable. I don't know. I just couldn't get comfortable. Maybe that'll work. Can't put my left leg under the can't put my left leg under the desk, I guess. Yep. On the power play, yeah. They converted the Carlo holding Zegras. The arm of this chair is going to be a problem. I may have to put the keyboard on my lap again. think we'll be all right. Can't scooch down like this, though. I gotta sit up. Yeah, it's a work in progress. I might tinker with it a little bit more tomorrow, but I ran out of time today. All right, I can sit up straight and look at the TV. I'm going to try and move the TV over a little bit, too. That might help. Oh, let's do the goal visualizers. All right, so we're looking for Joshua. He's got it at the red line. Dumps it in. It's in the near corner. Yeah, great pass by Maselli, and he beats Vladar glove side high to the far side or far post. All right, and now the Dvorak goal on the power play just pushed it 5-hole. He was in front of the he's in front of the crease right now. I just can't see him. And he pushed it in 5-hole. Let's see. We've got replay. Oh, there is a pause button. If I ever need to pause the vision, that's cool. Just realized that. All right. Again, Blue Jackets 3, Rangers 0. If you have NHL Network, you can watch that. I cannot. I get a split screen with the Blue Jackets Rangers, but not full screening. I apologize. I thought I was going to get this Red Wings Predators game because they had it in the ESPN app. Thought it came with ESPN Plus, and it does not. Probably going to switch to unlimited tomorrow, so I have the regular like SEC network, ACC network, because I'll probably do some women's college basketball starting Wednesday. There's the schedule. Yeah, I'll start adding in. Friday's still kind of up in the air. I got to figure out what college games I'm doing. Can only do one hockey game that night since I don't get NHL Network. Would have had the Wings game again. All right, so Wings 4, Predators 2 in Nashville. Avalanche Kings I'll have for you in just over 2 hours. Keep an eye on Hurricanes, Kraken, Stars, Canucks as well. We're 1-1 here, and yeah, the other game is just halfway through, 9:12 to go. All right, hope you are enjoying the live stream. If so, please be sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. Consider hitting subscribe. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended to other potential viewers, which will help me grow the channel. And I thank you all for your support. And if you already happen to have a Twitch account, if you wouldn't mind giving me a follow there as well. We're at 22 subscribers. Need to pick up 3 to get to 25. But thank you again. All right, let's check in on the chat. Hard to believe, but Flyers are 60-year-old franchise next year. Wow. Yeah. And the Flyers were the first they say original 6. It's really remaining 6 team to win the cup too. They were the last team before them was the Montreal Maroons, the English speaking I've got a Maroons hat, actually, and I have a Maroons patch that I had my wife, Sinbin Admin, sew onto a Maroons sweatshirt to create a Maroons hoodie for myself. Unfortunately, my Maroons hat is adjustable. Couldn't find a fitted. It is 47 brand, but it's just not. It doesn't fit right as well. Oh, it doesn't fit as well as I'd like it. But yeah, the Maroons won 2 cups. I think it was 26 and 35. I got to look it up. And then so between the Maroons and the Flyers, it was all, the original 6. Yes, this chair is breaking up. We have comfortable furniture, but I think I eventually, not soon, but eventually I will get a better one. It's just tough right now because my desk is like pointed that way. And the TV's over here, and my left knee was just I was twisting my back, and I'm trying to tweak it. I just ran out of time to get everything I wanted, but I need a good, wow, look at this. I need a better chair eventually, but Jackets are up 4-0. Man, the Rangers' woes at home continue. They somehow upset the Penguins on Saturday, but they're getting shut out at home. Olivier's not, oh wait, I don't think they added the fourth goal. Oh, they did. So 4 different Fantilli, Marchenko, Monahan, and now Olivier. And it's 4-0 at 8:06. Wow. Oh yeah, so let's take a look at let's see if what is going on in basketball tonight. Not quite at conference tournaments. Those are coming up. Yeah, not next Sunday, but the Sunday after that is when the selection show is. So regular season college basketball wrapping up in a hurry here. Got a couple ranked games. Number 1 Duke all over North Carolina State. 66-42, 11:59 to go, second half. Later, number 6 Iowa State at number 2 Arizona. Oh, wow. Pretty good game. Oh, they're both in the Big 12. Got it. All right. Is there any women's ranked games? Let's see. Oh, yeah, we've got a handful. Any final? Oh, no. These aren't. No. These aren't ranked. Never mind. These are just regular games. Yeah, so the men's schedule, there's not much during the day. Like Tuesday, 5 is not early enough because I'm doing 6 o'clock hockey. Wednesday, these games are terrible. Wait, Stetson. No, see, 4 o'clock's too late if I'm doing 6 o'clock hockey. I can't risk that. I don't know what I'm going to do for the playoffs. I'm going to have to stick to I probably just have to stick to ESPN games. Unless there's nights where just TNT has it. Maybe after the first round. I don't know. Or HBO Max, whatever. Drake, Southern Illinois. I probably will pass on that game. Drake, 12-19. Southern Illinois, 16-15. Yeah. Not going to be doing those. Friday, it's where it gets interesting. There could be some good games all day in men's. I was thinking about doing whoever Bradley's playing at 6. Or that's why I was thinking about doing Wild Golden Knights at 9, but because there's nothing I can do late. Seattle U plays at 10:30. That's kind of late. Oh, they're 19-12, I suppose. WCC, but that's kind of late for me. That'd be like doing a 9:30 hockey game. Yeah, 9:30 basketball isn't late enough. All right. I don't know. Maybe I will do Stars King or no. Avalanche Stars or Stars Avalanche that night at 7. We'll see. I suppose I could still do. Yeah, there's not a great selection earlier in the day though. Although Belmont plays at noon. Could do that depending on who they face. Boy, nothing on. Oh yeah, I was looking at VCU Dayton. Maybe I'll do that in the Wild Golden Knights. 22-7 for Virginia Commonwealth and 20-9 Dayton. But yeah, I think we'll do some women's games on. There's nothing tomorrow. None of these were worth it. Bella Marine at Florida Gulf Coast. Louisiana, Georgia State. Yeah, they're terrible. Georgia, I think a lot of these teams playing early are terrible. Yep. So Wednesday. Oh, Connor Murphy got traded? I mean, the Hawks need to get stuff in return, so I don't blame them. So, no, I hadn't heard Murph got traded. I'm out of the loop for the Blackhawks, I guess. But good post there. No, I didn't know. I guess it depends on what they got, but I mean, it hasn't been working what they've been doing. You know, they're on their second coach 2 years in a row, and they had an interim in between, so technically a third. And I don't know, whatever they're doing just isn't consistent. Murph's been there a long time, but I wasn't. The year when I watched him last year, he wasn't that much. I mean, especially after he got back from injury, he had some brutal games. Edmonton got Murphy 50% retained for a second round pick. Interesting. Well, he's probably better than any defensive player the Oilers have. I mean, I like Bouchard is a great offensive. He's basically an additional forward. It's like playing with four forwards and one defenseman. He doesn't play a lick of defense. So Murph's tough blue liner that'll shore up the defense. Yeah, he's probably getting a little old, but it's good the Hawks got something in return. Although, is it conditional? Yeah, interesting. That's a good trade, I think, for the Hawks. All right, Wednesday. Yeah, there's some decent. I think I was looking at the ACC and SEC. Kentucky's gonna stop. Arkansas is not good. I was looking at Stanford, Miami at 10, and then maybe switch to the SEC at 12:30. Mississippi State, Florida. That'd probably be it though. Can't. 4 games is a lot. Thursday, same thing. Probably something either SEC or ACC at 10 and 12:30. Friday. Yeah, I might end up doing the same thing. Duke plays at 10. And then NC State at 12:30. They're good. All right, we'll see. I'll try to flush this out, and yeah, maybe we'll do that 6 o'clock game. But all right, I'm gonna take a break. I talked way too long. 4-0 Jackets in the other game. I'll be right back. I'm gonna skip the music. Thanks, everybody. All right, we are back. Let me clear this stuff off the screen. All right, and we're off. Face-off underway. I better make sure we are live as well on the ESPN Plus app. All right, Flyers in white going left to right. Or no, right to left, pardon me. Leafs in blue left to right. Shot from the near circle by the Leafs and taken the other way by the Flyers. And whistle at 19:27. What was the call here? Oh, Zegras ran over Stolars. But he was out of the... Oh, no, Stolars may have played it. That's what they're looking at. Stolars may have played it outside of the... No. It was close, but I think they were thinking he played it outside of the little, trapezoid or something. I don't know. It was close, but I guess he didn't. All right, 14-9 are the shots. Catch that up. Tavares behind the Philly net. Pass to the near circle. He gets it back. And brought up. And, well, now they retreat to their own end and send it ahead. All right, let's make sure we're live. Sometimes you get behind. It says we're live. I forgot to get out and back in. All right, long shot that went off the net. I had to go off the glass. Flyers take it the other way over the red line into the O-zone. Behind the Toronto net. And it's both teams pinning it up against the boards. It's dug out. And now Toronto going. They flip it through the neutral zone. Waugh chases and sent behind his own net. York. Now they send it to the near boards. Pass taken away. Shot was high into the netting. Whistle at 18:09. Let's see who got... I missed who got that shot. Waugh centered it. And then I don't know if Vladar... Let's see. Oh, that was a nice steal by Waugh. Bad play by York, I think. Behind the net led to a great scoring chance for the Leafs, but still 1-1 at the 18:09 mark of the second period. Sent up the near boards and out down the length of the ice. Icing called against Philly at 18:02. That was my right knee. All right, this is much more comfortable. Now I'll just have to get a better light, and then it'll be a much better too. I could live with it as this way, but I think there's too much glare on my glasses. All right, face off in the near, or actually far corner. Leafs keep it in towards the net, frozen by Vladar at 17:57. Shots 14-10 still. Oh, in our poll, we have 22 votes. It's 11-11 because it's 50% each. Wow. All right. Far circle faceoff in the Philly defensive zone. They win the faceoff into the far corner. Sent up, but not out. Centering pass gets tipped away into the near boards. Ooh, a hit in the corner. As it's sent around behind the net. Maselli trying to center it. Waugh is there in the far corner with him. It's back to the far boards. Another pass. Maselli couldn't settle it. And the Flyers got it out to neutral ice. Finally picked up by Carlo. And, pass to Riley. Sent ahead by Carlo. Chased down behind the net by Cohen. Into the near boards for the Flyers. Skated out of the O-zone to the red line. Or out of the defensive zone, pardon me. All right. Right in front of the Maple Leaf bench. Battle for the puck. It's along the boards. Cohen centers it. That shot in the far circle was wide into the near corner. Behind the Flyer net. Into the near circle. And Cohen now kept in by the Flyers. Shot by Ekman Larsson was wide. Must have tipped into the netting at 16:34. Either that, I don't know. They didn't really show it. I don't know if Vladar caught it or not. We do have 14:11 on the shots. TV thinks it's 14:12. Not yet on NHL.com. All right. It is 14-12 on the shots. Play resumes after the faceoff. Flyers get it out to the neutral ice and dump in from the red line into the near boards, near corner, behind the Toronto net. Benoit is there. Shots are 5-1 Toronto this in the second period. All right. To the far boards, Flyers still have it. Towards the net. All right, what's the call? We got a save by Stolars, I think. Let's take a look at our Amazon. I thought I went to the... Did I go back to the Leafs? I guess I did. All right. I'm losing my mind. No, this is the Flyers. I don't know. They mentioned Amazon, and I was like, huh? All right. Sent ahead and dumped in by Toronto in behind the Philly net. Nylander there. So's Ristolainen. Wrong Olainen. Matthews sends it. Nylander shot near circle, blocked, tipped into the netting at 15:41 for another whistle. Good defense there by the Flyers. Matthews was a nice pass. Nylander took it and set up for a slap shot, and it got blocked into the netting. All right. 15-12 the shots, and apparently I didn't pause the clock. Gosh darn it. 15:41 to go in the second. 15-12 the shots Philly. 1-1 the score. We get a false start. They kicked Couturier from the draw. Now they just kicked Tavares from the draw. Can we just drop it and let's get on with the game? Good Lord. Tavares keeps it. Sends it to the far circle. That shot was high. Into the far boards now. Flyers, well, in the far corner. Can't dig it out yet. Andre is there. Domi is there for the Maple Leafs. Flyers send it out. And pass from Carlo to the far corner and not able to dig it out, though. Tavares there. Puck gets loose. Now the Flyers skate it to the blue line. Pass to the red line. Taken by Domi into the O-zone. Dumps it into the far board, or behind the net and the boards. Near corner. Domi runs into Nyes and falls down. Flyers going the other way. 3-on-2. Shot towards the goal and a frozen puck there by Stolars at 14:44. Domi at the bench. Think he's laughing. Can't believe his own teammate rubbed him out there. 16-12 are the shots. Yeah, I guess they're having a laugh about it along the bench. Yeah, Nyes just ran him over. That was some friendly fire by the Maple Leafs. It's probably the hardest Domi's been hit in a while. Face off. Flyers win it. Keep it in the zone. Into the near boards. Puck tipped away. Picked up by Nylander. Pass to the far circle. Pass over the red line. They couldn't get it to Nylander, though. Flyers dump it in. Far circle now. Somebody got taken down. No call. Another takedown. That looked like a trip on the Flyers. 2-on-2. 3-on-2 the other way. Centering pass. Matthews towards the net. Tipped behind the net. Yeah, no call on the Flyers. Man, that looked like a pretty obvious trip. No call. Taken by the Leafs. That is Myers. Gets it to Matthews. Matthews to the far side. Pass gets away now. Dumped in to the near corner. Flyers scoop it up and carry it over into the neutral zone, into the O zone. Another person wiped out for the Leafs. 6-3 shots Leafs in the second period. Still 1-1, which is where we were after one. Dump in by Ekman-Larsson. Maselli passes. Kept in at the blue line. Sent into the near corner off the stick of Carlo. To the far boards, Maselli. Now Wah with the puck in the far boards. And picked up by Joshua. He's the goal scorer for Toronto. Sent around the boards. Kept in at the blue line by Riley. Puck gets away. Now Wah in the far circle towards the slot. Maselli sent a pass wide. And it's, Maselli again. Now taken away by the Flyers, and they will get it out of their own zone. I think it was Michkov up ahead. But that is whistled for icing, though, at 12:42. So no under 14 media timeouts yet. Like number Trisk. Wait, that's 13, right? Yeah. Thanks, Trisk. You could say, what was 13? You could say Dan Marino. That's probably the most famous one. A pretty good chance there for Matthews earlier. All right, 16-13 the shots. Face off in the far circle after the Flyers icing. Thanks for being here, Trisk. Brink skates it out. It's dumped, but the Leafs already have it. Sent up by McCabe. Drop pass in the near circle. Just out of the zone, though. McCabe has it again. Passes it to Ekman-Larsson, who dumps it in. Played behind the net by Vladar. Picked up by the Flyers. Pass ahead, tipped into the far corner. To the near corner. Tough angle shot was saved. Don't think that'll be a shot on goal, though. To the far circle for the Leafs. Nice passing. That shot is high. Off the boards and sent out by the Flyers. And sent ahead to the left wing. Tipped in. Tavares couldn't get there. Flyers send it up the near boards and out right in front of the penalty box and dumped in. Near corner. That was sent by Myers. Long pass. And tipped into the bench area, I believe. At 11:34, that'll be the under 14 timeout. No goals. No penalties yet in the second period. Still 1-1 where we were after one. Shots are still 16-13 as well. Oh, let's check in on the other game. Second intermission, Blue Jackets 4, Rangers 0 at Madison Square Garden. Earlier today, Red Wings 4, Predators 2. I tried to do that game, but I don't know. It was in ESPN app's list of games coming up today, but when I went today to look for it, it was gone. Apparently, I don't get NHL Network games, though Blue Jackets Rangers is available to me, but only on a split screen. I couldn't get a full screen version of it, so very strange. All right, let's take a look at the poll. 23 votes. And now it's 52% Leafs, 48% Flyers. So it's, what, 12-11 Toronto then in the vote and the poll. All right. Hope you guys are having a great Monday night. We'll keep an eye on Stars, Canucks, Hurricanes, Kraken, but we will bring you Avalanche Kings. Oh boy. With how good the Lanch are, how bad the Kings are at home. This could be a mess, but we'll give it a shot and cheer on the Kings through thick and thin here. Back from commercial now. And I forgot to get out and get back in to the game, but try to remember that next commercial. All right. Oh. All right, face off in front of the Flyers bench. Flyers control the draw. Wow, that was the slowest face off ever. And then finally a dump in by the Flyers. That was very strange, the pace of play there. It's like slow motion. Far boards for the Flyers. And now it's skated out by Toronto. Domi sends one to the side of the net, steered aside by Vladar. Tavares in the near corner. They get it to Domi in the near circle. Cross ice pass sent away by the Flyers. Delorier dumps it in. Picked up and sent around by Myers into the near corner. And Toronto, let's see, Nye sends it back to the defenseman. Looks like Ekman Larson in the near circle. And he passes to the far circle. I think the Leafs were getting a forward line change. Sent ahead and tipped away, and the Flyers send it to neutral ice. Leafs counter. Matthews up the middle. A shot tipped into the far corner, or near corner, pardon me. Don't know if that registered on net. They gave the Flyers one recently. Puck is behind the Flyer net. Matthews to the near side. Kept in at the blue line. Far circle. Sent around the far boards. Tipped away by the Flyers. Dumped into the near circle. Under 10 to go in the middle period. So we are halfway through this game. Still 1-1. Flyers pass. Near circle shot. Blocked and taken away by the Leafs. Matthews carries it into the O-zone. Stops. Looks. Cross ice pass. To the point. To the far circle. Whiffed on the shot. Flyers take it out. Nope. Flyers take it back into their own zone. That is Andre. Andrae. Up ahead. To the near circle. Towards the net. I guess a save off a shot by Brink. Blast from the near circle, blocked by Waugh for the Leafs. Brink digging it out. Blue line keeper, slapper from the far side, wide, rebound sent high or wide. Oh, man, I think high and wide. A good opportunity off the rebound, just could not convert us. Stolars got back in. All right, dumped in again by the Leafs, trying to dig it out. Flyers just get it out. And sent into the far corner. Ekman Larson sends it around. Myers has it. Sends it up the boards. Tipped away on net, or actually behind the net. And the Flyers send it up with 8:20 to go in the middle period. To the far circle. Backhander. Around behind the net. And into the near circle. And, well, that was Cohen. Finally, they get into the ozone. A blast. Maybe got a piece of it into the near corner. 82.7 on that shot. Did it count as on net, though? They gave one to the Flyers. Other way, Flyers. Puck knocked away in front of the Flyers bench. Now they dump it in. Played behind the net. And into the far corner. Sent up the near boards. Flyers. Well, finally the Leafs get it out. And the Flyers dump it right back in. 18-15 are the shots. And what do we got? A whistle and Delorier mixing it up. Of course, 7:14 to go. Yeah, it was a shot. Stolars made the save. And then I guess Delorier came through the crease. All right, we get the under 10-minute timeout in the second period. Still no goals, no penalties in the middle period. We're still 1-1 thanks to Joshua's 7th for the Leafs and Dvorak's 13th on the power play for the Flyers. And now shots are 19-15 Philly. All right. Oh, well, we'll check again on the Rangers. The Rangers finally broke the shutout. It doesn't look like we have the goal score yet either. There it is. Gavrikov's 10th from Lafreniere and Cooley, I think is how you say that. So 4-1, but they have 19-11 to go. I guess they still got time. We'll keep an eye on that one as well. Still at commercial. All right, should be getting back momentarily. All right. Make sure. Yep, we're live on there. All right, should be resuming shortly. Yep, we got more votes. Looks like the Philly fans answered in the poll. Now it's 26 votes, 54% to 46 Flyers. Now I guess I need to try and get Eddie a little more on screen on that Iron Maiden poster. I don't know. I'll have to mess around with it later. Big game for the Kings tonight. Yeah, it's time to put up or shut up. I mean, they need to start winning. They can't just keep treading water and expect it to just fall into their laps, a wild card berth. All right, Matthews at the red line, pass to the far board, 7 minutes to go. Shots are 19-15. Flyers counter the other way. Pass to the far circle. And Leafs finally take it away. It looks like Ekman Larson sends it to the neutral zone. Dumped in by Matthews behind the net to the far boards. Leafs keep it in. Into the near corner. Let me know if there's any video issues. I don't know if it's my tablet or trying to keep an eye on if there's any light issues. Maybe it's my backlit TV, but I don't know. If there's any issues, just let me know. I don't want any flashing going on. All right, Flyers send it down. Flyers trying to get a line change. It's short of icing. Taken behind the net by Riley. He brings it up the near boards. Taken by Tavares, and he loops back into the defensive zone. Passes to Ekman Larson, I believe. Nyes gets it to Tavares. Tavares right up the middle. Pass to Domi. Sent around to Nyes. Nyes to Tavares. Domi behind the net. Tavares centers. Nyes shot was wide into the near boards. Kept in by I think Riley. Whoops, I forgot to go back. Oh, Rangers got their second goal. It's 4-2. That is Riley, right? Oh, no, Myers is 51. Sorry, I keep forgetting. I get messing up the numbers. Blue line keeper, Ekman Larson shot blocked into the near boards, 81.2 miles per hour. Cleared by the Flyers. This one will be icing at 5:14. Trisk. The Flyers name came from a naming contest in 1966 where a 9-year-old kid, I think, came up with the name. Crazy stuff. Yeah. I hear you. I think I did hear something about that. If not them, another team. All right, they took a shot away from the Flyers. It's 18-15. Face off. Kept in. Ekman Larson to the near circle. Shot by Nylander. Blocked into the near corner. And finally, well, nope, not yet. Flyers into the near boards. Can't dig it out. Both teams trying to dig it out. And sent into the far corner. Still nobody. Finally, the Flyers skate it to the blue line over the red and dump it in. I think that was Zegras on the dump in. Ekman Larson up the far boards. Pass ahead off the stick of Riley. Now it's back into the zone. Yeah, there's something going on. My camera's going. I just saw it. Sorry, guys. Maybe I can fix that at intermission. I just saw that. I knew it. Something was wrong. All right, back to the blue line. Yep, I'm going to have to do something about that. Dumped in into the near boards. Yeah, shoot. Sorry about the flickering. I hope nobody has any issues. Sorry about that. All right, 3:45 to go in the period. Yeah, if they have another commercial break, I'll try to do it at the commercial break. Oh crap, this could be a problem the rest of the game. Sorry. I got to get a new camera, I think. This one's probably going. Dump in by the Flyers. Into the far boards. Behind the net. All right, Toronto. Yeah, I'm getting so distracted by it now, too. It's driving me nuts. Flyers have it in their own end. 3-0. Well, now 3 minutes to go in the middle period. They dump it in, chased, and Toronto behind their own net. Into the near boards. Yeah, it's going bad now. Toronto takes it. Pass. Far boards. Dump in. They're heading for a line change. Up the far boards for the Flyers. I think I'm just going to have to do it. I don't know. I don't know if I can deal with this anymore. Might have to just do it live. Nyes behind the net into the far boards. Centering pass by Domi from the near circle into the far boards again. Shot. Now blocked. 2:12 to go. In the middle period, Flyers send it out. I need any whistle right now so I can do this. 18-17 shots. Yeah, sorry about this, guys. I apologize. All right, we do have a whistle at 1:59. All right, I'm going to try and unplug the camera and plug it back in real quick. 1:59. Oh, no. All right. Well, audio should be back. I don't know if video is. Let me, I guess I should have waited for intermission. Sorry. I'll see what I can do. Ah, damn it. Hopefully the audio's still coming through. I apologize. We got 1:17 to go. Shot and whistle at 1:13. Dang it. All right, audio's still coming. That's good. And I just can't get the stupid video to work now. All right, hold on. 1:13 to go in the second. Crap it. I'm afraid to stop and restart the feed. Crap. I guess I don't know. It was so bad. I don't think we could have continued that way. Ah, shoot. I don't know what to do now. Fudge. Huh. Well, you know what? Maybe let me adjust the bit rate and then maybe that'll kick something loose. Nope. That didn't do anything. Oh, wait. No. Well, at least the number. Okay, the time is updating. I can get that going again. Okay, that's good news. The score ticker's working. Looks like the graphics are working. All right. We'll go with that for now. Sorry. The flashing was killing me, though. I couldn't do it. I'm invisible. Yes. Yes. Thanks, guys. Oh, wait. All right. I'll catch up on the chat in a minute. But let me just finish out this period and figure out what the heck to do. All right. 1:07 to go. Sorry, I had to cough. 1 minute to go in the far board. Shots are 18-18 now. And into the far boards. Toronto in their own end. Up ahead. Sent into the behind the net. Into the near boards. Long pass ahead. And in behind the net. Toronto, McCabe, under 30 seconds to go. Oh, boy, I need water. 20 seconds to go. Finally, the Leafs break it out. McCabe with the puck. Pass into the far boards. Boy, not much has really happened in this second period. Let me put it that way. Into the neutral ice. Will the Flyers get a shot off in time? Probably not. All right, that is the end of the second period, and it's still 1-1. We got pushing and shoving after the final horn for the second period. All right, I got to figure out what I can do to fix the video. Let me get the clock up there for you for the second period. The other PA hockey team name was chosen. Oh, you're talking about the Penguins, 700 more people out of 20. Some thousand chose Penguins to play. Some 20,000 chose Penguins to play. Oh yeah, the Igloo, right? Thanks, Uncommon. Yeah, thanks. I didn't realize that at first. All right, we'll put. Yeah. Meanwhile, the Rangers are back within 2. Gavrikov and Perreault. The Sinvisible Man. Nicely done. Yeah, everybody. It was 12-11 Leafs. Now it must be some, could be 14-12 or no. Could even be 16-12. We'll see of Flyers. All right, let me see if I can fix this. I'll keep trying. Let's see. Let's turn off the webcam completely. Nope, it's still frozen. Okay. Well, Huh. What the heck do I have to do to get this thing to... Hey, I'm back. Welcome back to Stream. Hopefully the flashing's over. Okay, so for the future, just remind me to click on my webcam. I can click to the OBS virtual cam and then go back to the eMeet camera, and that works. So we're back. Woohoo! I'm alive. No longer invisible. Sorry, the flashing was really bothering me. I had to stop. Yay, I'm back. All right, 1-1 after 2. Apologies. Well, good to know that I can fix this live without stopping and restarting the feed. I just had to think about it. I probably should get a new camera soon. I think this one's going. I did a thing. I feel so dumb sometimes on this tech stuff, but yay. Just putting the score into Twitch. All right. Hope everyone is enjoying the live stream. Please be sure to hit the like button if you haven't already done so. And consider hitting subscribe to the channel. Doing one or both does help to get the channel recommended to other potential viewers, which will help me grow the channel. And I thank you all for your support. Also, if you already have a Twitch account, please give me a follow there as well. All right, let me do the side by side. We'll go with a little bit of bonus for this Rangers game. I don't know what feed I've got in the side by side, but yeah, 4-2 Jackets, like 11:03 to go. I've got it. So this is the only way I get NHL Network, apparently, is if there's another game going and they have a side by side or multi-view. We'll see. I'm not going to be able to do this. There's no way they finish this game in time. But we can have it in the meantime. Yes, that was a good call by Dan C. Yes. Uncommon came up with the Sinvisible Man. That was perfect. Yeah, thumbs up from Dan and Sinbin himself. Thanks, Uncommon. Yes, so tonight, don't forget, Avalanche Kings. We'll adjust the schedule for Saturday as well. My son has a tournament Saturday, Sunday, but I should be available at night. Probably we'll do Canadians Kings. I don't know how many more Kings home games especially I can do. especially without watching Fiala's effort. And boy, I don't know. The nightcapper, oof. I guess Islanders Sharks we'll go with. That should be a fun one. Canes games don't do well. Flames are not great. Senators, okay. Kraken, kind of boring to watch. It's either the Kraken or the Mammoth or both that are just not great teams to watch. Don't think. Yeah, I couldn't even do. Yeah, I won't be home for these ABC games. Plus, they don't do well. I'll see if I have any time for college basketball. Otherwise, we'll probably just do 2 then. Saturday. Sunday, I think 2 again. I think I'm going to do Lightning Sabres at 5. And we'll do the ESPN, the second ESPN game, Oilers Golden Knights, I think. A lot of Golden Knights games coming up, though. Don't really. Gosh, that would be the 4th Golden Knights game in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. It's a little too much Golden Knights. All right, but back to today. Oh, yeah, they've got the Toronto feed in this side-by-side. Yeah, it's much too small, really, to be able to see what's going on in this side-by-side. But that's the only way I get this Rangers, or I should say Jackets-Rangers game. Oh, yay, let's look at Ty Domi highlights. I'm going to pass. I think we'll just go back to the feed for the Flyers. Got out and back in. All right, let me take a break and be back. I'm glad I got rid of the flickering camera. Sorry about the technical difficulties. At least it's fixable, and now I'll remember how to do it. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I guess otherwise I better think about getting a new camera soon. All right, let me get the music queued up.
I gifted my husband these pants, and now he wears them everywhere.
Whoops, forgot to mute. Stupid commercial. Hey, we got 17 likes. I do appreciate it. Hey, I think we got a couple subs tonight too. Thank you so much. All right, let me find the audio, and then I'll be back after a break. Let's go with the longer songs, I think, tonight. We got time this break. All right, thanks, everybody. All right, we are back. Having trouble locking in the mic in place. Just about set for the third period. Let me take all this down. The Rangers have tied it. Holy cow. As soon as I turned it off the split screen when it was 4-2, suddenly the Rangers have tied it. Wow. All right, let's eliminate the music. Let's get set for the third. Wow, 4:46 to go. Total meltdown. All 4 goals in the third. 30 seconds in. 54 seconds in. 12:50 and 15:14. Wow. Interesting. All right, just about set for the third period. Less than 25 shots on goal in the last 6 games. Ties franchise record for the Flyers. Yeah, we're at 18-18. So maybe they get past 25 shots probably in this game. And my headphones are messed up again. All right, back underway. Flyers in white going left to right. Matthews has the puck at neutral ice. Up ahead. Dump in by Matthews. And Toronto's in blue going right to left. All right, near side for the Flyers. They send it up the far boards into the near corner. Behind the Toronto net. Flyers center it. Now to the slot. Knocked away and out. Up ahead. 1-on-1 towards the net. And a penalty coming up on the Flyers. We have a whistle on that breakaway. Ristolainen heading to the sin bin for the Flyers, I believe. Who had the breakaway, though? I think 2 minutes for holding. The audio broke up on Ristolainen. Couldn't see. Oh, it was Nylander who had the breakaway. Yeah, he kind of just tied him up. Good call. All right. Toronto heads to the power play in this tie game. And shot from the blue line or the point. I forgot to put my leg over here. Flyers going the other way. Far circle, that is wide into the near corner. All right, Toronto has it behind their own net. Riley with the puck in the near boards. And skated to the red line. Now to Tavares in the left wing. Drop pass. Riley towards the... Oh, Nyes lost it. Flyers have it. Flyers send it into the near corner. Played behind the net. Man, everybody's in slow motion at times here. Never seen a hockey game with this slow a pace. Up ahead to Tavares. That pass is knocked away and slowly cleared down the ice. Stolars plays it. Ekman Larson picks it up. 50 seconds to go on the Toronto power play. Into the far boards. Man, I don't know what happened. This game, I don't know. Just zero life by either of these teams. No energy. 21st in power play, 13th in PK. As the Flyers had a pretty good shot on goal, but Kate sent it wide, I believe. Another clear by the Flyers. Taken behind the net by Maselli. Skated over the red. Passed to the far boards. Cowan with it, or Cohen. Into the far corner. 6 seconds left on the Toronto power play. Blue line keeper. Domi to the near circle. From the point, it's blocked out of the zone. That's going to do it as Nyes picks it up. No, that's not Nyes. That would be McCabe. McCabe passes, picked up, sent right back to McCabe. I guess they're getting a line change. 17:05 to go in the third period. And dumped into the far corner. Battle for the puck. And let's see. Sent out. Nope, not out. Still kept in by Waugh. Behind the Philly net. Battle for the puck in the near corner. Nylander trying to get it at. No, he can't. And it's taken out by Brink and dumped in. Stolarz plays it to the far corner. It's sent back behind the net to Benoit. Benoit skates it up the near boards and down the length of the ice. Played by Vladar. And it's sent behind the net. Sent up to the from the far corner to now over the red line and a dump in. Shot from a tough angle. Nice save there by Stolarz. Play continues into the near boards. Battle for the puck. It's frozen up against the boards by Zegras. He's out of there. Dvorak tried to now blast from the point. And where is it? Stolarz didn't know where it was. Turned out he had it at 15:52. Interesting. Shots at right now are 19:19. I think that would be another one coming up. Just some lazy puck movement by the Leafs led to that one chance, but it went wide. All right. Yeah, I don't know where it went, but Stolarz didn't know it was on him. Must have been in the equipment or something. All right, the Leafs take it behind the net and up the near boards and down the length of the ice. So still 19-19 on the shots, 1-1 the score. Where we were score-wise after 1 and 2 periods. Pass to the red line, taken and dumped in by the Leafs into the near corner. Andre behind his own net, up the far boards for the Flyers, to the red line, dumped in. Stolarz touches it up, and Benoit sends it down, and this will be icing called on Toronto at 15:12. All righty. Again, we will have Avalanche Kings in less than an hour after this one. Far circle faceoff, taken behind the net for the Leafs, sent up by McMahon. Pass into the near boards, gets away into the near corner behind the net, picked up by Sanheim. Digging in the far corner, both teams there. Matthews falls down, and it was not a penalty though. And sent up by Ristolainen, but the Leafs have it and dump it in from the red line. Into the near corner. Shots this period, 1-1. I don't know what it is, but they have this, like, the last two periods, teams are just sleepwalking out there. There hasn't been too many rushes or, I don't know. It's just been like a slow motion game. It's been very odd. I guess it's two teams playing out the string. I don't know. Puck is in the far boards, dumped in by the Flyers. Stolarz behind the net. And not out. Nice shot by the Flyers. Big rebound is already out of the zone, though. No chance at the rebound shot. Dumped into the far corner by the Flyers. Played behind the net by the Leafs. Up. Waugh takes it to the near circle. Loses it into the near corner. Recovers. And now taken by the Flyers. Pass up ahead over the red line. And misplayed. And nobody tipped it. So icing, no timeout yet at 13:34. We would have been due for the under 14. All right, come on. Brief break for commercial there, but they're back. 24-16 faceoffs Toronto. Yeah, I forgot to go through those numbers. Near circle, and we get a false start. Linesman checks the forwards behind him. It's Tavares. The Flyers win the draw behind their own net. Sent around by Andre. Red line dump in, I think, by Zegras into the near corner. Riley in the far corner. Can't get it out. Now a pass. Moved ahead. Missed a Domi. And picked up by Ristolainen again for the Flyers. Skated to the blue line. Pass to the red. Into the O-zone. Centering pass. Out of the zone. Off a Tippett. Up ahead. Domi. Near circle shot. High. Looked like it must have been tipped into the netting at, well, they took it down. Oh, 12:58, and there's the under 14 media timeout. Shots are now 20-20. And let's see. Jackets and Rangers headed to overtime. It was 4-0 after 2. Rangers have been terrible at home. And they actually came back from 4 down and tied it to at least earn a point and send it into overtime. All right, make sure that's live. Looks like it is. Okay. What the heck just happened? All right. All right, still at break. Should be back shortly. Try to keep an eye on Jackets Rangers. Pardon me, that would be my shoulder cracking. All right, 1 second. $30 votes, 57% for the Flyers, 43% for the Leafs. All right. They're underway in overtime in MSG. And we are back from commercial on this one. All right, 1-1. That's where we were after 1 as well. A 5-on-5 goal for Joshua, his 7th, and for the Maple Leafs and for the Flyers, Dvorak's 13th on the power play. That was at 15:22 and 18:38. No penalties or goals in the second period. In the third, Ristolainen had a holding of Nylander, but nothing on the power play for the Leafs. All right, Matthews, and we're going to redo the draw. Just drop the puck, man. I don't understand this. Face off again. Blue line keeper for the Leafs. Matthews sends one wide. No, it was not Matthews. Pardon me. That was McMahon. Into the near boards. McMahon's trying to dig it out. Matthews is there as well. It's taken by Ristolainen behind the Flyer net. Into the far circle. Sent through the neutral zone. And now the Leafs had it. Now they knock it back to Riley in their own end. And now, Nylander has it. Long pass ahead. Matthews swoops back into the defensive zone. McMahon dumps it in from the red line into the far corner. Flyers skate it out in front of the benches and dump it in from the red line into the near corner. 12 minutes remaining in the third period. Okay, somebody please score. All right, Benoit up ahead. Flyers knocked it back into the zone. Cross-ice pass by Lorenz. Taken away now by the Flyers in the far boards. Pass to the near side, down low. That was Drysdale on a pass from York. Nothing for the Flyers. And now it's a pass and return to the near side. Skated in for the Leafs. Off the stick of Lorenz into the far corner. Flyers send it out. Here we go again. Now Ekman Larson with the puck. Both teams getting line changes. Long pass ahead. Skated in and into the far circle. Blue line keeper towards the net, wide, and rebound in the near circle. Wah along the near boards and sent out ahead, but Stolarz played it in and sent into the Ekman Larson in the near boards or near corner, and then a pass up ahead. Wah in the far circle loses it into the far corner. It gets hit and taken down. Both players fell down, Flyer and Leaf, dumped in by the Flyers. Oh man, I'm sorry. I don't know. I think it's these Eastern Conference games sometimes get into this. I don't know what it is, but man, this game has been a snooze. I don't mean to degrade anybody's team, but good Lord. This game has been very quiet. Domi in the far corner. Tavares far circle. Along the boards. Flyers dig it out. Going the other way. Up ahead, Drysdale. Loses the puck in front of the benches. Tavares dumps it in. And he's battling. I thought we were going to have a fight, maybe. Something to show a sign of life. Dumped into the far boards. Picked up by the Leafs. That's Domi into the ozone. Centering. Deflected into the near corner. Picked up by Ristolainen. Up the near boards for the Flyers. Up ahead. Up the middle towards the far circle. Deflection off of Sanheim's stick. Behind the net for the Flyers. And Grabankin looking for somebody. Haven't said his name all night. Into the near boards and tipped out by the Leafs. Good. We haven't even had a shot on goal. Like the shots this period must be 2-2, and we've played 11 minutes. This is like watching the first 3 minutes of 3-on-3 overtime hockey. It's just nothing. Matthews off the near boards, taken away. Flyer now taken back by the Leafs into the far circle, behind the net, into the near corner. Centering pass, missed everybody, into the far boards. Behind the net for Matthews. Matthews back to the blue line for the Leafs. A slapper, that's wide. Tipped by the Flyers, sent out to the neutral zone. Zegras chips it ahead. He'll chase after it. Ekman Larson beats him to the puck. It's kept in by the Flyers. Far circle. 8:10 to go, and nothing has happened in this third period other than one penalty. Up the boards and taken. This might be my last Flyer or Leaf game. Jeez Louise. York up ahead. Dumped in. Played behind the net. Up the far boards. Still not out. Now the Leafs get it out. 7:45 to go. Shots are 2-2 in the third. This is like watching the Lakers defense switch off. All right. Sent out. Flyers near boards. Near circle shot. Blocked. That was Brink on the shot. Into the far corner. And Brink. I don't know. These teams are playing not to lose, I guess. I don't know. Taken away. The Leafs get it out. Both teams need a line change. Picked up quickly by Sanheim. Up the near boards. Behind the net. Played by Stolarz. All right. In the near corner. Leafs. Nyes gets it. I don't know who passed it to him. To the far circle. And sent around behind the net by Lofton. Or is it Lawton? I forgot to look it up. Flyers dump it in from the red line. 6:35. I mean, at least it's going quickly, but oh my goodness. All right, Zegras sends it back to the defense in their own end. Tipped away. Nice play there by Lorentz. Flyers take it around their own goal, up the near boards, right up the middle, shot blocked towards the net, and a freeze of the puck by Stolars at 6:12, and we get immediate timeout. My gosh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be bashing the game, but it's just like I'm ready to nod off here. They're like nothing's happened. Defense switch off. Zamboni race would have been more exciting. King OT is about to prevail. Yeah, but geez, Louise. I mean, we've sleptwalked through almost 40 minutes now. The last goal was at 18:38. So, I mean, there was excitement in the latter part of the first, but we've played almost 35 minutes since then, and nothing has happened. This is how we do it. We do good in the first and switch it off second. Yeah, I mean that's I've heard people describe just all of NBA that way though, Oliver. They try hard in the first, the fouls start getting called in the second, maybe even more so in the third, and then finally it's the fourth quarter that's interesting, I guess. All right, hopefully no more camera issues. I don't think I've noticed any, but if I miss it, just let me know. In the poll, oh wait, we got to check in. We have the Rangers lose 5-4 in overtime after rallying furiously in the third from down 4-0. And Marchenko, his 22nd, the game winner, 104 into overtime. Wow. What a tease. They were down 4-0 after 2 periods, rallied back to tie it and send it overtime and then lose anyways. Well, yeah, surprisingly, because it was 4-0 after 2 periods as we get a look at CN Tower all lit up in downtown Toronto. That's the most interesting thing that's been on the screen, again, in 35 minutes of game action. Yeah, sorry, I shouldn't be bad-mouthing the product, but I don't know. This game, I don't know, just hasn't had much of anything. We're still sitting on 2-2 shots in the third period, and we've played now 14 minutes almost. Zegras leaves it. Shot. There's a shot, and there's a save by Stolars. Wow. There we go. Finally got a puck on net. Pretty good scoring opportunity off the stick of Tippett on a nice pass by Zegras. Why didn't... That has to be a shot. I'm counting it. NHL.com is just slow. All right. 5:55 to go in this 1-1 game. Near circle faceoff. Taken by the Leafs. Long pass. Taken away. Oh, knocked out. Yep. Shots are 3-2 Flyers in the third. And, all right. Sent up ahead, I think, by McCabe. Matthews leaves it. And it's dumped in by McMahon. I can never remember who's on that. Why? I forget. All right, all the way around the boards. Far boards pass to the near circle for the Flyers. Shot from the near circle. Then the rebound sent wide. Wow. And into the far corner. Another shot and a goal. Wake everybody up. We have a goal. The Flyers take the 2-1 lead. Nice pass from the far corner to the slot and put past Stolars to take the 2-1 lead with 5:18 remaining. That would be Noah Cates, his 12th. We have unassisted as of now, but that's going to change. Yeah, pass to the far circle, not the slot, and beat Stolar's blocker side to his right arm. Cates with the shot from the far circle. It might be Brink, and I missed the other player that was out there on the assist. We'll get to that goal visualizer soon. Finally, we have a goal. Finally, these teams wake up. Or at least the Flyers woke up. All right, taken behind the net, and that is Drysdale to the near boards for Brink. Brink cross-ice pass. Taken to the red line and dumped in by the Flyers. Into the near corner. Ekman Larson trying to dig it out. Up ahead, Leafs, pass. Nyes dumps it in from the red line. Chase into the far corner. York sends it. Took a hit from Nyes. At the neutral zone. Picked up there by Myers. Myers sends it ahead. It's sent back to Ekman Larson. Cross-ice pass. Oh, a trip. Where's the whistle? There it is. Yeah, 52 just tripped a Leaf at 4:23. So Toronto will have a chance to tie it up on the power play after the commercial break. Wow, finally something happened. Good Lord. That second period was brutal too, but... All right, so Carl... No, they don't have it. Wait, yeah, they still didn't announce it yet. All right, let's take a look at the... They don't even have the goal up, much less the visualizer. They got the score right. Oh my gosh, NHL.com. What are we doing tonight? Imagine 400 a ticket. Ugh, for this slop? Yeah, no thank you. Actually, any hockey game, I don't think I could part with 400 to watch any team. Even prime Gretzky. Back in, yeah. If it looks like a turd, it stank like a turd flush at the game. Wow, yes. Wake up, Philly. Wake up, Toronto. Well, Philly finally woke up, but now Philly took a penalty. So I hear you. It is on Barkey. It had to be a trip. He tripped Dakota Joshua, the goal scorer for Toronto. They took down this goal, and they still don't have it, so I can't give you the visualizer yet. It was a pass from the corner to the far circle, and he beat Stolar's, to the near. I need like a more or a bigger arrow or a bigger cursor, I meant. All right, should be just about set to resume here. Again, Leaf power play trailing by 1. All right. How many times are we going to replay this? Boy, I don't know. That wasn't... Maybe he dove, now that I look at it. York, Dvorak, Couturier, and Sanheim on the PK. 4:19 to go. Around behind the Flyer net. Far circle. Shot tipped into the far corner. Picked up by Matthews. Back to the blue line. Kept in. Sent by Riley to the far near corner, but now we got a whistle at 4:03. Didn't see what that was for. 140 on the Toronto power play. They still don't have the goal. Do I need to refresh? I don't understand that. NHL having issues. I think they've been even worse since they returned from the Olympic break. All right, face-off, and kept in by the Leafs to the near circle for Nylander. Pass is taken away and cleared down the length of the ice by the Flyers. 3:50 to go in the third, 125 on the Leaf power play. 0 for 2, 2 shots on goal for Toronto on the power play so far. Far circle, Nylander sends it around to Tavares in the near circle, near boards. Blue line keeper by Riley. Far side. Looks like Nyes into the far circle. Back to the blue line. Near circle. Shot. Glove save. Nice save. Good shot. Nylander on the shot. Great save there by Vladar with the glove at 3:24. Shots. Oh, they finally have it. Cates is 12th from Brink. Okay, I knew there was going to be an assist. 23-20 are the shots. Wait, they took one away? Okay, but that had to be a shot, yeah, for Toronto. They took one away. Couturier versus Tavares on the draw. Back to the blue line, Riley at the point. Down low, Nylander denies. Missed it in the slot, but it's kept in by Riley. Nylander near circle. Under 3:10 to go. Towards the slot and missed everybody into the far corner. Matthews sends it around. Riley keeps it in. Sends it around to Nyes in the near boards. Still battling for the puck. Blue line keeper by Riley. 25 seconds on the power play. Towards the net. Lost the puck behind the net. And I think that was Matthews. Riley keeps it in at the point. Far circle. Off a Tavares stick. Down low to Matthews. Off the side of the net or the post maybe. I thought it was frozen by Vladar. It was not. Centering pass shot and the Leafs tie it at 2:30. Well, there. You ask and you receive. Both teams officially have woken up, as we were sleepwalking for about 35 minutes of the game. That will be Nylander's goal from... That's out of order now. Nylander, a power play goal, is 20th. We'll see who the assists are. Let's see. Nyes. Yeah, Nyes is one of them. He beat, again, blocker side. Blocker side. From the near circle to the blocker side in the near post. Nyes is one of the assists. Well, I missed who the other one was. That thus ends the power play. And play continues. Okay, I needed one team to be woken up. They didn't both have to be woken up. 2:17 to go. Puck is in the near boards. Nobody has dug it out yet. Cates is there. Ekman Larsson was there. Flyers take it behind their own net. 2 minutes remaining in the third period. To the near boards. Long pass. Dump in. Apparently not icing. Played behind the net by Stolars. And waiting for the breakout is McCabe, or a line change. Nylander from Tavares and Nyes. Okay, Nylander's 20th. Sent ahead, behind the net. Into the near corner. And towards the net, Vladar freezes it with 1:22 to go in the third. Now we were 1-1. We were 2-1 briefly, and now we're 2-2. We weren't even 2-1 for 3 minutes. We weren't even 1-0 for just over 3 minutes. And they just had to take that goal. Oh, brother. They still don't have the visualizer for Cates either. Good Lord. Man, NHL.com is struggling mightily tonight with this game. 26-23 the shots. Toronto. It was just 23-20 Philly. 31-18 faceoffs for Toronto, but Philly just won that one, so make it 31-19. Sent up the far boards, not out. 8-5 the shots just in the third period for Toronto. Off the near boards to Matthews, up the middle, towards the far circle, return pass. Oh, man, must have gotten knocked into the far boards. No shot. Under a minute remaining in the third. Oh, brother. I wanted excitement, and now I complain. I know. Into the far corner. Leafs finally send it to neutral ice. Dumped in by the Flyers. Leafs got a change. They send it up ahead. On net, Vladar will freeze it with 32.1 remaining. All right. 32.1 to go. Oh. Dvorak got hit in the face. I don't know what. I think it was Dvorak. Wait. Yeah, it's Dvorak. All right, what's the delay? Did somebody take a timeout? I don't think so. Just slow. Tavares versus Cates in this face-off. Now what? Flyers trying to get a line change, but hell's bells. Yeah, I gotta mute it for copyrighted music. All right, I don't know. I guess it was icing, and the Flyers had tried to change. I didn't even know. Into the near corner, now sent out though by the Flyers to neutral ice. Picked up by McCabe in the near corner. Behind the net into the far corner, Ekman Larson. Now Matthews with 12 seconds. I don't know if they're... All right, up to the neutral ice. Lost by Tavares with 6 seconds to go now. It's in front of the Leafs net. Bench, pardon me. That's it. We're headed to overtime. Mr. OT. I can't get Mr. OT. There we go. I can't get both hands. I got to work on that. Good gravy. Well, I wanted the teams to wake up. They both did. And we are headed to overtime. All right, so 5 minutes of sudden death hockey. 3v3, 3-on-3 skaters, plus the goalies. If no goal, then we head to a shootout, a best of 3. If still tied after the best of 3, then it kind of turns into extra innings baseball. Each team gets a shot. They all, they're able to answer. It's not sudden death, but it's, round by round then, just best of 1. So then once you get to the playoffs, there's none of this nonsense. It's just 20 minutes, 5v5 until somebody scores in sudden death overtime. But we're still in the regular season. We had 33 votes, a lot of Flyer votes, 61%, 39% for the Leafs. 2-2, end of third. I really do need to figure out what percentage of my games have gone to overtime. All right, please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the live stream. If you haven't already, consider hitting... hit the like button if you're enjoying the live stream. Consider hitting the subscribe button to the channel if you haven't already done so. Doing one or both helps to get the channel recommended to other potential viewers, which will help me grow the channel as well. If you have a Twitch account already, please give me a follow there as well. Thank you for supporting me. And again, thank you all for your support. Thanks for watching. All right, 3-on-3. Flyers in white going right to left. Maple Leafs in blue going left to right. 4:48 to go in the overtime. Matthews to the far circle. Drop pass. Nylander leaves it for Matthews at the blue line now. Matthews takes it out of the zone. All right. Leafs still with the puck. To the red line. Nylander passes. Far circle. Shot. Save. Rebound. Behind the Flyer net. And picked up and taken out by, I guess that's not York. That's Well, I see Zegras out there. Okay, now they're heading for, yeah, defensive change. All right, now, yeah, I see York now. All right, taking up the near boards to the near circle. That would be Michkov behind the net into the far corner, taken away by the Leafs. 3:48 to go in overtime. Shots are 29-23 now. I didn't get those. Tavares passed to the far circle. Taken to the slot, near circle towards the net for Nyes. Taken away by the Flyers, and they send it in behind their own net. Picked up by Tippett. 3:20 remaining in the overtime. Next game in a live stream in about 20 minutes. Tipped ahead, maybe icing. No, not icing. All right. Oh, I guess it was delayed offsides on Philly. Flyers going the other way to the near circle. Domi takes it out of the zone. Oh, man. This 3-on-3 is just not working. It just doesn't prevent shootouts really at all anymore like it used to. All right. Domi right in front of the Leaf bench battling, and it's sent in. And Stolars plays it. Taken by Matthews, sent ahead. No, that Matthews is out there. That might have been Riley, though. Far circle shot and wide or high into the near boards. Down the length of the ice. Stolars in the near circle, sends it behind his own net. Just cleared it. Pass ahead. Matthews in the near circle towards the net. Gets knocked down. The puck was loose in the crease and swept out. We have a whistle at 2:04. Maybe the net came off the pegs, or maybe a penalty. Let's listen in here. And nearly a trip or maybe goaltender interference. I don't know. What's the delay here, though? Why did somebody take a time? All right, I'll look. I don't know what we're waiting on. This has to be a timeout. Yep, timeout Flyers. Timeout Toronto, pardon me. Flyers can go back to bed now, John says. All right, yeah, that's why. Just check the play-by-play. Toronto took their timeout. Each team gets one timeout for the entire game. If you're new to hockey, I don't know what they do in overtime in the postseason, though. If you get one, if you haven't used it or something. Stars Canucks underway. 13:56 to go in the first. 0-0. Canes Kraken, 13:57 to go in the first. No score. We will have Avalanche Kings coming up for you. Hopefully this game wraps up soon. I get a little break then. All right, Flyers take it behind their own net. 2 minutes remaining in the 3-on-3 overtime period. All right, Flyers regroup in their own zone, and they drop it back in there again. Taken up now up the middle to the near circle. Centering pass gets away. Leafs send it off the far boards. Tipped in, I think, by Riley. Let's see. Matthews is out there. Taken up the near boards to the far circle. Flyers with the puck. 1:20 remaining. Taken away by the Leafs, going the other way to the far circle. Stops, pass gets tipped away. Flyers could have, oh, nice play because the Flyers could have had a 2-on-1, and now Matthews gets it. Didn't see who tipped it away for the Leafs in the near boards. Sent, not out, under a minute to go towards the net. Flyers going the other way. Lose it in the near boards. Tipped up ahead to Tavares. Up ahead. And knocked away towards the net and sent wide. How did they miss there? Puck and 2-on-1 the other way for the Flyers. Far circle shot. I think it hit the post and went into the netting above the glass. Wow. Both teams had a chance to end it there, and both failed. 30 seconds to go. Shots are 30-24. I think the Flyers hit the post. And apparently Matthews sent it high. And then Matthews and Tavares collided behind the net, which led to the 2-on-1 because Michkov got it out of there in a hurry. And then it was a breakaway and a far circle shot that clearly hit the post, I think. Yeah, it hit the right post. He had beaten Stolar's glove side, but it hit the post. Oh, and the centering pass went through into the near boards. And the Leafs going the other way. Domi near circle drives to the net, and the pass is out of the zone with only 17 seconds remaining. Maybe a chance for one more rush for Toronto. Otherwise, we're heading for a shootout. And 4 seconds. Oh, Lekman Larson looked like he got tripped. It doesn't matter now. We're at the end of the third. And we're the end of the overtime period. And we head to a shootout. 31-25 the shots. All right, best of 3 shootout. I will edit the team names to make it a little easier to follow. All right, so this is, let's see, Flyers, Maple Leafs to make it easier. Hopefully you can read that. And we'll get ready. We'll put the score first, then we'll ring the horn. 31-25, shootout. Next game in 14 minutes. Well, if you like overtime and shootouts, there's a probably better than a 50% chance if I'm covering the game, it may end up that way. Oh boy. That 35-minute stretch was downright boring. That was some of the worst hockey I've seen all year. And then both teams woke up in the final 6.5 minutes or whatever. Or 5. Actually, wait, how much was left? 6. Yeah, just under 6.5. Philly is 5-3 in shootouts. Toronto 1-1. Yeah, we'll just leave it on this page. They eventually update it. It's the easiest to read, too. All right, Nylander is up first. Yep, at home and against the best team in the league. That'll be coming up in 12 or so minutes. All right, make it spoilers, but nothing I can do. Nylander takes the puck over the blue line, up the middle, towards the net. Forehand goal. And the Leafs take the 1-0 lead in the game. Or 1-0 lead in the shootout. Just beat Vladar glove side high. He showed forehand the entire way. All right. Stolarz waits. It's picked up. Who is that? 39. Michkov to the slot. Oh, he deked him and put it in backhand. Wow, what a move. He was showing forehand the whole way and drew it on a string and went backhand past Stolarz. Oh, it hit It hit Stolar's left pad. He actually got a piece of it, and then it just went in under the crossbar. All right, Austin Matthews up for the Leafs. He takes it wide into the far circle towards the slot. Backhander stuffed. He was trying to go 5-hole. All right, so we'll scroll that to the top. Eventually, they'll update this, I guess. Shoot, spoiler alert. All right, Zegras with the puck slowly over the blue line into the near circle. Now he speeds up to the slot, beats Stolar's glove side high on a rocket. 2-1 Flyers, and Toronto needs a goal here, or it's over. I think. Picked up, it is Domi to the near circle towards the slot. And it was wide or saved. That's it. That's the final score. And the 2-1 in the shootout, but the score is 3-2. And the Flyers win the game. So 2-1 in the shootout after they went 2-2. So they get the goal to win and beat the Flyers 3-2. And I need to, no real wrap-up show. I got to get ready for the next game. Let's see. Coffee or Red Bull. Yeah, I don't like to do 9:30 games. I'm going to probably sleep super late tomorrow. But I'm not doing basketball in the morning, so it'll be all right. But, all right, that's going to do it for me. So, Zegras with the game winner in the shootout. Michkov also scored. The only goal scorer for Toronto was Nylander. Matthews and Domi failed. 2-1 in the shootout. 3-2 the final for the Flyers. NHL.com still doesn't have that, but that's going to do it for me. Like and subscribe before you head on out. Hope to see you in the next 8 minutes or so for the next one. And let's see, 64% of the 36 votes were correct. All right, I'm going to get ready for the next one. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for being here. Hope to see you next time, if not sometime soon after. More hockey coming up tomorrow as well, and we will get women's college basketball going Wednesday, Thursday, and probably some men's on Friday. Until then, until next time, take care, be well. Simbin Stream signing out. Wishing you all the best. Bye-bye for now.